The gift box was still warm from my hands when she tore it open, peeled the wrapping like she was already annoyed, like the act itself offended her. Her birthday guests froze. Her parents leaned forward, smiling, hungry for humiliation. I stood in the center of the living room, the house I bought, the life I built, watching her lift the necklace I spent weeks crafting with a jeweler. Then her lips curled. "Cheap, filthy trash," she whispered, but loud enough for everyone to hear. She tossed it at my face. The metal snapped against my cheek, and her mother laughed. My fingers curled slowly. My jaw tightened until the muscles trembled beneath my skin. Inside, a quiet heat simmered, controlled, deliberate. I didn't speak. I didn't move. I only watched her, the woman who used to look at me like I was her future. Now she looked at me like I was an inconvenience. When her father smirked, something in me shifted, cold, clean, like a blade being unsheathed. Hours later, after the guests left and the house smelled of burnt candles and rotting disappointment, my phone vibrated. A message, not from her, from a number I didn't recognize. "She's been laughing at you for months. Check her gallery. Her ex gives her better gifts, better everything." My heart didn't break. It clenched, slow, precise, like preparation. I knew then the necklace wasn't the insult. It was the truth hiding underneath it. And truths, I hunt them quietly. The next morning, the house was silent. She slept in the guest room. Her choice, her comfort, her distance. I sat in the kitchen, staring at the untouched coffee she brewed for herself. Not for me. The message from last night kept burning in my pocket. I opened her phone bill first. Routine, harmless, except there was a number that repeated. Late nights, early mornings, midday while I was in meetings, negotiating deals to fund this entire lifestyle. Her ex. I didn't react, didn't storm into the room, didn't demand answers. Storms are noisy. I preferred quiet. Small details followed. A different perfume on her clothes. A hidden credit card in her name that I never authorized. Photos on her cloud storage I couldn't access. Yet. I caught her mother whispering to her in the hallway once, thinking I couldn't hear. "He doesn't deserve you. We'll take everything back eventually." I smiled as I walked past them. A polite, empty smile. Because beneath that still surface, something darker had begun stitching itself together. A recognition, a suspicion, a silent conclusion forming shape. I replayed her face from last night. The disdain, the confidence. It wasn't just betrayal. It was arrogance. The kind that thinks it won't be caught, or worse, that even if caught, it would be forgiven. But I don't forgive. I calculate. Over the next week, I moved with precision, unseen, unnoticed. I copied her cloud backup. I checked bank transfers. I tracked locations from synced photos. And silently, the puzzle assembled itself. Her ex's shadow lingered everywhere. Restaurant receipts I never saw. Weekend trips she claimed were self-care. Gifts she hid in drawers, far pricier than the necklace she called trash. Each discovery settled inside me like a weight, not crushing, anchoring. One night, while she slept deeply, too deeply, I opened her device with the passcode she thought I didn't know. There it was, albums, videos, recorded messages, and a picture of my gift, my necklace, captioned to her ex, "He still tries too hard. Pathetic." I stared at the screen as the room chilled around me. No anger, no grief, just silence. The kind that precedes a shift in gravity. I kept investigating, calm, methodical. I met with my attorney, reviewed asset agreements, checked property ownership lines. Everything she flaunted belonged to me. Everything she believed she controlled, she didn't. By the end of the week, I'd gathered enough evidence to end her entire constructed empire. Quietly, cleanly, without a single raised voice. The final piece arrived on a Thursday afternoon, a DNA result I never thought I'd need. Her whispered insistence that she wasn't feeling well months ago, her sudden secrecy, her change in mood, it all aligned. The child she was supposedly planning with me wasn't mine. The report glowed on my screen like frost. I printed it, folded it, put it in my pocket. When she walked in that evening carrying shopping bags I paid for, her eyes lit up like she expected reconciliation. "I think we should talk," she said. I nodded. "Let's." I placed the envelope between us. No shaking hands, no raised voice. Just truth delivered with surgical precision. She opened it, read it. Her breath hitched. Her pupils trembled. Wait, this is wrong." I only raised a brow. A simple question followed, one she couldn't answer without lying to herself. Who's the father? Her lips parted, then closed, then parted again. Tears came, excuses came, fear came. I remained still, unmoved, because truth doesn't hurt, it clarifies. I stood, walked to the safe, and retrieved the property documents she never bothered to read. I set them on the table. "This house," I said quietly, "was never joint. You were living in my investment, under my generosity." She shook her head, panicked. "No, you said—" I interrupted, "that you could stay as long as you respected what we built. You didn't." Her mother appeared at the door moments later, as if she sensed the crumbling. Perfect timing. I handed her a separate envelope, financial records detailing their attempts to siphon money through her. Their faces cracked simultaneously. Calmly, like I was commenting on the weather, I said, "You have 48 hours to vacate. All accounts linked to you are closed. All cards disabled. Anything left behind will be discarded." Her voice broke. "You can't do this." I walked past her, already done. I already have. By the next morning, movers arrived. Security followed. She watched everything, every luxury she felt entitled to, disappear like mist. Her shrieks echoed down the driveway. I didn't turn back once. A week later, while she scrambled for shelter and sympathy, I sat on the terrace of my villa in Switzerland. Clean air, quiet mountains, and a life free of rot. My phone lit up. Her daughter-in-law, the one who mocked me earlier, yelling, "If you want to join Thanksgiving, come wash the dishes." I smiled faintly. "Enjoy," I said. Hours later, my phone exploded with 71 missed calls after they saw the photos I posted. The villa, the serenity, the life they were never invited into. All of it, mine. None of them mattered anymore. Betrayal didn't destroy me. It refined me. And as I looked out over the cold Swiss skyline, one thought settled with absolute clarity. Walking away was the final revenge. Because now they have nothing left to take. And I have nothing left to lose. Only freedom.